From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Free, free Palestine.
The terror is not an attempt to end resistance, it is an attack on Palestinians as such. It is part of a genocidal process that began in 1947. The nation-state of Israel has always openly sought to reach a point where there is no such thing as a Palestinian. The long, slow process of genocide by Israel is moving towards its logical, exterminatory conclusion. They have shot, they have bombed, they have starved, they have tortured prisoners to death. Yet through it all, they have maintained a pretense that this all happened.
What do the Zionist citizens of Israel do? They turn up at the jail and they demand them to be released. And what's the Israeli government do? It releases them. The ideology of Zionism has indoctrinated the vast majority of Jewish Israelis with a belief in their own superiority and the inferiority of others since birth. Only the most courageous Israeli Jews stand against it.
Stop bombing Lebanon now!
Stop bombing Lebanon now.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free!
14-2. I watched it online, and person after person, councillors I never knew. One councillor said, "I've got this family from Gaza," and the two weaselly people who voted against it. One of them was what's his name? Morris Williamson. Thanks very much, Michael. Hey. Morris Williamson. Do you remember Morris Williamson? From the 1980s. But he didn't. He didn't defend Israel. Nobody defended Israel because there was nothing to defend. Now, also on Tuesday, our lawyers received advance notice of the decision of the High Court in the Superfund case. And this is a fantastic win. It is an absolutely fantastic win. And it gives us momentum on the whole investment question. So we're going to be over this next week, we're going to take the momentum we've got from this to every KiwiSaver provider, to the Accident Compensation Commission, and back to the Superfund to tell them this has got to end. This complicity with Israel has got to end.
The amendment added to Israel's penal law, known as the death penalty for terrorists. It expands the scope and facilitates the use of capital punishment at a time when there is a global trend toward abolishing it. It also dismantles fundamental safeguards to prevent the arbitrary deprivation of life and protect the right to a fair trial.
The two things we learned when we got up on the roof of that building last year through the legal documents were, number one, that one day of shutting down that business disrupted $140,000 of weapons being transferred in and out of that facility. Now, this is what happens when genocide profiteers and war criminals get complacent. Is they move into buildings out in Rolleston that have two gates at the same entrance and no other exits anywhere else. So if there are people at the front gate, nobody is getting in and nobody is getting out. But then, the next 2 days, we had an unorganised protest. We thought, what would happen if we showed up to this premises without letting the public or letting NIA or letting the police know what was happening there? And we did. The activists there blocked trucks from coming inside. They disrupted those profits again and again. And the main thing that we learned from that is that these guys have no way to deal with 30-odd wokies sitting outside the front of that facility. They have no way to earn money when, for 4 days, we sit outside that facility and we stop the weapons entering and exiting the only building they have in New Zealand.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to